The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the give it GOAT. The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the ever GOAT. The GOAT, the GOAT, I got a little tied up on that, but it's the GOAT.
Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Go podcast. And we have episode 8 here. And of course, you guys know me. I am Big D, aka Derek F from Big Brother 23, runner up, the founder of putting all 6 of the members together and the cookout, and also as known as that bitch. And to my left of me, if I'm correct, I have my cousin, aka Bryce, from season 28 of Survivor, also knowing who's going to get his call back for Survivor 50. Cannot wait. And as we are here to recap the GOAT with you guys, Bryce, how are you?
I am wonderful. We're talking episode 8, and it seemed like we're missing somebody, but I mean, if you get voted out to GOAT, if you get okay, you
Okay.
know, it gets
How y'all gonna vote? I got voted off of the GOAT, but how y'all gonna vote me off of the pod?
sorry, the compliances aunties said that it's a problem to have you here because
Yeah.
Okay, received.
Okay. Well, since you're here, I guess, we also have Wendell.
the winner of Ghost Island, the first
Okay.
merge boots at Winners at War, the first merge boots at season 1 of the GOAT. Let's welcome back to his own podcast, Wendeezy.
Dang. They love getting me out at the merge. You know what? I know what a merge looks like, Bryce Isaiah. Now, let's get right into it, right? Shall we get right into episode 8? CJ is joking about all the threats that are remaining in the house. Jill's a big threat. Pal's a big threat. But in actuality, she's really talking about how Day is the big threat in the house. She then she has a conversation with Joe about like Joe being independent and hey, let's take a big shot at a Davon. And Joe's like, man, in his confessional, he's like, man, I'm in Davon's alliance. I'm chilling. And I don't know.
We find
there
out
are
Davon has.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if there are other people in front of you as targets, you can stay chilling, right? Or is it an opportunity to take a big shot? I think when you're an alum of a competition show, you might think of that as an opportunity to make a big move or something. But in Joe's case, his show, The Bachelor, the most intense show out there, he's like, you know what? I'm in a good position. And so, all right, CJ, I hear you. Cool. We get Davon talking about CJ to some people, and then she breaks down her alliances. And Derek,
these alliances are just insane. So I do also want to say that Davon, when she's talking to those people, she does let them know that CJ wanted to keep all the strong people in the house. So basically, she's trying to put a target on CJ, basically saying that everybody else in the house is weak and that she was trying to keep the strong people. But Davon has a final 2 deal. She has a final 2 deal with Jill. She has a 3-way deal with Jill, Joe, and Jason. She has a final 2 deal with Jason. Then she has a final 3 deal with Jill and Palome. Is that her name?
Pow.
Yeah, Pal. She also has a final 3 deal with Jason and Jill. Okay. And then she has a final 5 deal. I mean, this girl is this is insane. This is Big Brother on steroids. I have never seen anything like this. Then she has a final 5 deal with Jill, Joe, Paula, and Jason. Who's missing from that?
Is
CJ.
this playing too hard? Is this coming in too strong?
I'm glad that you guys already saw the finale last week. So now these are just extra days according to y'all. So like
Not that.
But yeah, I mean, Davon is in it to win it. And the fact that she has this final 5 with everybody, the fact that she has 2 final 3 deals, the fact that she has final 2 deals, again.
Yeah, let's just hope no one talks to anybody.
That is true, Wendell. That is true.
Right.
That, yeah, if people start talking to each other and finding out, that always happens in Big Brother. That's where you don't, that's why you can't. In this type of game, Davon's smart because of the fact that these people don't know how to play a competition show, right? Half of them don't. But this is smart in this type of show. In Big Brother, this would never work because somebody would sit there and be like, oh, I'm working with some type of conversation would happen and it would just all go downhill. You could maybe have 2 alliances, maybe 3. After that, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
I love how in this day, Von turns into Coach from Survivor, where it's like, you know, he wants all of the strong people at the end. And Davon is like, let's just pick off the weak people. But obviously, really what she means by the weak people are the people that just are not in my final 5 alliance. And let's see what happens after that. But again, I'm mad at Day, but seeing this makes me a little nervous because as we're getting to the ends, I do feel like if you illuminate yourself and you get rid of all of the big people that are strong and that actually could win, like a Reza, like a Tech, like a Justin, you know, if you get rid of all of the people that could possibly win, like a Reza, like a Tech.
You forgot
like
about Wendell.
Like a Reza, like a Tech, like a Justin.
Damn, Bryce.
But
damn. God damn. Give our brother a break. God damn. Okay.
It does make me nervous because it's like from what we see on this episode, and from the other episodes, like Jill playing this game too. Like, you know, and it's like I'm like, okay, Day, I see you.
Yeah, I do see that. And you know, it's very interesting. But this week we learned from Taj is all about fashion. This is fashion reality shows. So I don't know if you guys watch any fashion reality shows, but I do, of course. And this is really interesting to see. But we get to the GOAT challenge, okay? The GOAT challenge is about making. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Where's the location of this?
Oh, so this one looks like, to be honest, it looked like it could be in the bathroom at this point.
Okay.
Where do you think it's at?
It's funny.
I'm saying it's probably in the backyard.
You say that.
Wendell, where was the
this was in New York.
You can't tell us. You're
New
not
York
there.
fashion. No, this was New York.
Oh.
And I helped them with producing it.
You built it.
Oh.
You built the stage.
Oh, okay. You do like building stuff, so this will be right up your alley. I will tell you that. They get to the GOAT challenge. It's a mannequin challenge. They have to put together. This is all about memory, which Wendell has stated multiple times on this podcast that he does not have good memory. So I'm glad that you were not there for this, because if you would have got this wrong, I would have been very upset at you. Okay. But they have to build the mannequins and basically match the mannequin that's behind the curtain. So they run behind the curtain, check the mannequin. That means like underneath the skirt, underneath everything, the hair, the wig, everything. They got to check the body parts of the mannequin, the arms, everything attached, and then go back and build it on the other side.
It's crazy because for me in this, I like how Davon was like, it's a puzzle challenge. I would have never thought of it like a puzzle, right? Like I would have just been like, it's a mannequin. But I like how she is, again, putting her game chops on and not thinking of this as a mannequin, but actually thinking of it as a puzzle. And it's just crazy how my mind works, because if I think of it as a mannequin, I'm kind of like rushing and like, but if I actually think of it as a puzzle, I actually think that I am even more meticulous about the different things. And so I think that was a really smart.
Is that you going on record saying you're good at puzzles?
I'm not bad at puzzles.
I'm very good at puzzles. I guess we need to have a
This is
puzzle
something
challenge.
Good thing. Yeah, this is something. I have many puzzles over here, so we might have to try this out, because y'all decided to hit me with the timer with the cheat sheet.
I just want to make sure people don't forget last week that I won, but
Just
sorry, Wendell said the rules were not explained before the game that he
He didn't say the
played.
rules. He didn't even say we were going against each other, Derek. He just said, Wendell, I'm gonna time you. 10
and you
seconds.
jump right up. You
No, I said we should do them. You know what? This is episode 8, and I'm not here in the
Oh,
game, so go on.
no
And y'all
problem. But I'll
started,
tell you,
y'all started the pod without me, so go on.
that was
yeah, but
Tosh.
yeah, but we will tell you that the bride components are the mannequin, the body, the stockings, the garter, the wedding dress, the wig, the veil, the tiara, and the necklace.
All the
So,
components.
where do you start at?
The body.
Oh, okay. All right. What, Bryce, where you start at?
I mean, I'm gonna grab the torso first. I'm gonna just make sure I got all of the pieces. For me, I'm attacking this like a puzzle, so I'm gonna make sure I have all of the pieces. I could lay them out. I could see them before I put them on and together.
I agree. I would have did the same thing. I would have made sure I had all the pieces before I even dare put something together, and I would have made sure it matched with everything. So, as this competition is going, CJ really wants to win this. She knows her ass is on the line now because of the fact that, I mean, she's basically she's lost her whole entire alliance because, as we're learning, it looks like Jason's more going, over there with Davon. So it's like CJ's like, I ain't really got nobody at this point. So Davon wins this challenge, which is good for Davon. We love that. We love when our queen wins a challenge because she's just here to show everybody once again that she's a threat.
It was a really close battle though, like, and to see
It
like
was.
CJ and Davon at first, I'm like, oh, like what's going on? But again, CJ's mannequin's hands was looking
So,
like this.
shout out to our man Joe. I think he was thinking about us because he grabbed all men. Okay, mannequins. And I was very happy to see, that he was thinking about us in that moment.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
I
No
got
comment, Wendell.
got a pair of sketches for him.
Yeah, I don't know what Joe is doing this challenge. Yeah, he his mannequin looks so flicked at the end of this. I don't
Not flicked. Not the word flicked. Not the word flicked. But Davon has a decision to make. And of course, as Davon is, she's already has a plan in place. She's putting up CJ. Okay. It's very interesting to see how she's going about this. But she puts up CJ, and then we cut back to the house. Okay.
And it is very evident that CJ was in Wendell's alliance because I feel like this was a very Wendell-esque move for CJ. She knew her back is against the wall. And I feel like she is attempting to plant seeds.
Agreed.
I think she did a good job this whole episode planting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she did great too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wendell.
No, that's it. She tells Day she understands that she's surrounding herself with weak players. Pal walks in. Pal's always ready to turn up on somebody. Pal is like, keep your name out my mouth.
Right. She's like, don't say my name, because CJ's over here trying to explain to Davon, like, I know why you want to get rid of me because I'm a threat. But the way that CJ's saying it is so not a way that I don't think I would say or ever said on TV. Like, she says it in such like a nice, nonchalant, like not really saying it, but hinting around it. And Davon is like, girl, I see you. So Paula, like you said, comes in and baby, let me tell you, I don't think CJ was ready for that. Okay.
Pal heard her phone ringing and Pal answered the phone. Okay. Pal was like, what's up? And what I love about this is, or do you feel like CJ was trying to is she playing tactical mind games with Day? Was she trying to attempt to sow doubt in Davon? What do you think the purpose of her telling that to Davon was?
I think CJ is in a position where she has nothing to lose. So, hey, let me try to shake things up. Maybe it's talking to Davon and sowing some dissension in there. Maybe it's making Davon think twice. Maybe it's just calling Davon out. Yo, you got a bunch of minions, and they're all much weaker than you. Like whatever it is, it's like CJ's she's throwing stuff at the wall right now.
Yes, and she also is like saying things about I think even though CJ is saying to Davon, she was like, Davon, you're the strongest. Congratulations, like you are the biggest threat. Paula's like, girl, you just call me weak. Don't call me weak. What the hell you think this is? I'm not weak. So CJ and Paula, have a conversation, and she lets Paula know that you're at the bottom. Like, once I'm out, Davon and the rest of them are gonna take you out. Like, just know that. Like, that's it, because they don't really see Joe as a threat. They don't see Jason as a threat. So they're like, you're next, babe. So we get to the elimination, which I think was smart for CJ. This is where I love these strategic moves that happen, because it's like now they're understanding the game and things are clicking in. And I love that. And maybe she learned that from you, Wendell. Maybe she like, being on your alliance, maybe she learned that. But I have loved how CJ has moved through this game. I love her story. To be honest, other than me loving Davon, I also love CJ and how she is doing so far with us being in episode 8, how she's been portraying herself.
She came from a show that's not like this, and she learned a lot. She's very smart, despite like she is a beautiful woman, so people might think whatever they want to think about her, but she picked up game very fast, and she's playing like she wants to stay in the game right now.
I agree with that.
And I feel like she also takes, like this episode, she takes a page out of Jill Zarin's notebook. And, wow, she understands that she's on the block. And so she's like, let me lower their threat level. I'm going to look good. But maybe if I'm around the house and I'm a little sad and I'm a little like,
I'm so weak. I can't do this. I'm so sad. I'm defeated.
I'm so sad.
So sad.
I'm so sad.
So sad. I love it.
Guys, we get it. Y'all aren't pretty.
So we get not ask somebody. We get to the elimination challenge. As the rules state again, if CJ could win, she could put somebody else up and take herself down. This elimination is called a fashion show. Love fashion, reminds me of America's Next Top Model, Project Runway. This is like right up my alley that I enjoy. Okay. Wendell, do you think you have fashion?
Nope.
Has there ever been a fashion show with no fashions?
Yes, Sheree Whitfield. How are you going to have a fashion show with no fashion?
What show is that from, Wendell?
Real Housewives.
Of what?
Of what? Yeah.
Of what?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, look at him, because he watched Traders. That's the only reason why he knew.
What season?
I said Sheree.
Man, go somewhere, man.
What season?
7.
No.
What season?
Season 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay. If y'all continue, I got the show right. I got the city right. Y'all gonna keep asking me these questions. All right, fine. I'll get something wrong.
You did
the
great.
Rules clearly state that you needed to get all 3 questions right.
Not the.
Then why'd you hold up 4 fingers?
that was my. Because I had a 4th question. No, that's not holding up.
I also hate the way
this.
I hate the way that he is. I don't even. How do you even do that? I can't.
That's
even
what Bryce
do that.
did.
How do you do
Who
that?
holds
My
up
fingers.
4 fingers like this.
How do you? I can't do that.
All you have to do is put your pinky down.
I can't. It won't let me.
If you ask me what time it is and I do this, what time is it?
It's half past. It's 4:45.
It's 3:30.
No, it's 3:30. So They have to walk on this runway with the book on top of their head. Keep in mind, CJ is a model. She's made that clear. So this is right up her alley. So they have to walk down the runway with the book on top of their head. Yes, let's all get a book to put on top of our heads, okay? And as we have these books on top of our heads, they're going to go through various obstacles, wearing high heels. Now, I will say this. I am very disappointed that Wendell is not there, because this, with the hot dogs, and then on top of him and having to wear high heels, this would have wore me out. Me and Bryce would have just kicked the bucket. We would have died and loved it. Because if Wendell had to wear high heels and then he had 3 hot dogs, that would have been amazing.
Which book are we doing? Julia Hart or David Goggins?
Julia Hart.
All right.
So, you know, of course, CJ needs to win this. This is her.
Bryce is out.
Damn, Bryce. CJ needs to win this. This is her opportunity to take herself down. Okay. As the competition is going on, I want to say this. They have to also pose at the end of the runway. Jill got her back brace on. Okay. Don't forget that Jill is in a back brace this whole entire time, wearing high heels. Jason has to wear high heels. And let me tell you something. Jason works it out.
Jason is dressed in drag.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
I don't know if he still does, but he said he has. And so that this is a challenge for him for sure.
Okay. And then I want to say this, Bryce. This was really hard for us to watch. Our man Joe, he can't keep a book on his head to save his life. And then it's Jason screaming from the side, "Spit on it! Spit on it!" I said,
Young got to tell me twice.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then what did he spit? He did.
He did try to spit on it. He did.
Jason was like, "No, on your head," or something. Maybe the instructions weren't good enough.
Listen.
I don't know.
Okay, Derek, let's keep this show on the road.
Yes. So Jason kisses him the hill. So then it comes down to CJ. CJ gets up there. She was doing so well, but she did drop one time, but she was able to recover. And I love them posing at the end of the runway. They were giving me everything. They were like, "Fashion, darling." So she was giving everything in this.
Give us a pose, Wendell.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Then we have Jill get up there, and Jill got this brace on, and she's like, "This is the last thing I need to be doing with this brace." And Jill gets up there and does this challenge with this brace. Bryce's brace. And she unfortunately does not win, but I was very proud of Jill, at least compared. That's exactly what she looked like. Right. I'm glad that she was able to get through this, okay? Davon gets up there. And Davon, and I think Davon has walked runway before, but Davon gets up there and kills this challenge, like runs. Davon's like, she's already figured it out after watching everybody.
And what sucks is the only time that I've ever rooted against Davon in this whole like series was this episode, because it's like, although I love Davon, it's like I'm really rooting for the underdog, right? Because it's like, you know, I love an underdog, and it's like I'm like, I wanted CJ to eat this up, but Davon went up there, and I was like, well, damn, Day.
Yeah, I really wanted CJ to win. It was hard to watch.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Your whole entire friend / big bro has been on the show for 7 whole episodes. Y'all been rooting against him. He finally gets kicked off, and now you want to root for someone else. Man, if y'all go ahead.
I'll wait. I'm sorry, Derek. Did you hear somebody from episode 8 talking?
I'm sorry, Derek. Did you hear somebody without a book on their head talking?
I'm sorry, Derek. Did you hear somebody with a back brace talking?
Okay, Wendell won. I dropped mine, so Wendell won. So We'll give you that credit, Mr. Wendell. We will give
Shout
you
out
that.
to Julia Hart.
Shout out to Julia Hart.
Our
What's,
I
friend.
do agree.
what's the saying? A dollar short.
Oh,
Day late and a
and,
dollar
and a
short.
day late.
and an episode late.
Damn, not that. Davon wins. Joe and CJ have a conversation once again about, hey, it's going to be what it is. Davon does pick CJ. We already know that. CJ tells Paula once again, hey, we need to take down Davon. And she's kind of like, yeah, you're right. We do need to take down Davon. I'm not stupid. I know I'm at the bottom of her and Jill's relationship and things like that. Did you guys have any feedback for that? Do you feel like CJ throwing that can of worms out there, especially before elimination, do you think that was smart?
Absolutely. I think that I think CJ understands the tides. Her boat is sinking, right? Like Davon has this army against her and she can't do anything. But what is something that you can do if you're against the opposition? Is like, you might win this battle, but I'm going to try to see if I can not get you to win the war. And so it's like, if her only strategy is to like let somebody in Day's alliance know, to be like, hey, can you trust her going forward? I mean, I think that that's like the best thing that you can do in that situation.
Yeah, and CJ and Joe are in the bottom too, so they're both up for elimination. But I agree with that. CJ, unfortunately, is eliminated. I'm very sad by that. It was very hard. I haven't, like we said, I haven't rooted against Davon, but I really want CJ to win. I would have loved to see her and Davon kind of knuckle it out, in the further episodes.
Well,
but
now it's like, all right, Day, your alliance is there now.
yeah.
Now what y'all gonna do? You got your alliance to the end. Now are y'all gonna roll up sleep? Like who's rocking with who now? Let's see.
Yeah.
So maybe, all right, CJ, you tried it. Get out of the way, and now let's see what's happening. Now let's see who Day is really riding with.
Now, before CJ leaves, she lets everybody know, which I live. That's why I love CJ. She said, just let everybody know, Davon is the winner. She's the strongest player, and she's the last person left in the building. The rest of y'all are fools. I don't know why you're wasting your time. I love a good exit speech like that. I have never had to deal with that, but I love a good exit speech where somebody just reads people for filth on their way out the door.
But I also think it was just the icing on the cake for CJ, right? Like, I've been planting these seeds with Paul or Pal, and I feel like let me just say it here close and now. And again, if it hasn't sunk in, then if I'm gone, and like Wendell said, if nothing but the alliance is here, do y'all just stay true to the alliance? So I mean, I'm curious to see if
y'all stay true to the alliance. You can't. So now it's nothing but the alliance. Who's gonna do what now? You're the GOAT. You brought your herd here. Be the GOAT. Go get that money.
Yeah, she's really set up to. I mean, she's definitely set herself up to make it this far. But now I'm kind of wondering.
Here's the final test.
Because Paul, what's the name?
Pal.
Because Pal is now kind of like, I'm seeing you, girl. It's kind of like, is she gonna now come after Day? Because she's like, I'm not stupid. At this point, I know I gotta take out Day. And the rest of her alliance should probably fall behind that, because at this point, you should take out the strongest person who's won a lot of competition, whose resume, we don't know how it's set up at the end. We don't know it's based on resume, like you said, Wendell's speech or whatever, or how many wins, we don't know. So it's like, I would take out the head of the snake, babe. Man, and Davon is the head of the snake.
Y'all been riding her all season. Now it's like, oh, now you should gun for her. Man.
I'm sorry.
Ride with your person.
We are riding with her. I'm talking.
Don't let CJ change y'all.
You didn't hear what I said.
Ride with your person.
You didn't hear what you said. Look, like Tiffany Pollard once said, shut your mouth, open your ears.
You didn't
hear what I said.
Who's Tiffany?
Tiffany Pollard, as
Who
Miss
is
New
Tiffany?
York said on House of Villains, shut your mouth, open your ears. You didn't hear what I said. I said, as a game move, their alliance should, if they should take out, I'm worried about Day, but they should take out the head of the snake, as if they want to. We don't know it's based on resume, wins, or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. But Davon, as me being a friend, sister to me, and as a fan, I would love for them not to go after her. But as a game move, they should go after her. That's
For
all.
me,
And I do like
right. For me, is I'm still rooting for Day, but now it's like we're here, right? And if you, like you said, Wendell, the pendulum swings, and so it's like, sis, if this is your show to show, I want to see how you're going to maneuver against all of these people. Now, it would be remiss if it's like, yeah, Jill's been your number one. But I mean, we have seen this whole season, Jill is playing. So it's like, I am curious to see what Day is going to do moving forward, because this is your alliance, but now it is, you are King Kong, right? Like, so let's see what's going to happen. I'm still rooting for my girl Day. They can still write DA on the check right now, in my opinion, because
Right, what?
DA.
for Davon.
That don't write it all, but I'm just saying you can put the D and the A on the check at this point, in my opinion.
Right.
Like,
And you
Bryce,
said-
this is a spelling challenge, Bryce. And
But
you
Wendell,
forgot.
you said it. You said it, Wendell. You said now the alliance, now you got your alliance here at the end, because in reality, based on what Bryce said, I would have kept you if you were on the other end. I need somebody to be a shield. I would have kept you for them to keep trying to take you out a little bit longer, or somebody from your side. But now that everybody's done, now it's like, Davon, do you have all your soldiers intact? Like, we don't know. And I'm hoping she's set up, but we really don't know. Because if Paul decides to
Buck up. If we see how right, like,
we already saw when somebody said her name. What's up? We don't know yet. So we got to wait until next week. But if Davon is still making sure that everything is good and she got her troops in order, then Davon will be set up to make it to the final. And I cannot wait.
I cannot
for
wait to
her.
see the next episode.
I cannot wait. I'm excited. So no, we're not sitting here saying, "Oh, season you guys been." We're talking strategic.
Y'all were riding.
I've been
But
riding
you know
so
what?
much, my back.
You gonna need to go see it. You gonna need to call Phaedra and get yourself a doctor. And
I hope
And
Joe got some cortisone for me.
cortisone shots for that damn back of yours.
I don't need it in the back.
okay. Gentlemen, this was a great pod. Sad to see CJ go. Seemed like she was the one that could disrupt this Day thing. We'll see how this season pans out. It's been a fun season to watch. And now I'm on the bench watching, of course. And we only got a couple episodes left.
On a bench. You used to sit on a bench or a stool or a folding chair.
We only got a couple episodes left. And this is a good fun show. Like, I'd love to see a season 2. Derek, I'd love to see you out there.
Yes.
Yeah, you're giving me first boot vibes, but you know.
No, see, no, we're
there.
not going to do that. We're
Yeah,
not
first
going to
boot.
do that. No, see, the difference between me, you, and your game, I would have been playing the game from the beginning, along with my social game, that I wouldn't have to worry about getting a number 1 from Davon. Okay, so like I said, no, but I would definitely love to see me on season 2, and I would love any opportunity for me and Bryce to both be together on the show, so we can really show you how it's done.
Very nice. Well, maybe we get to see that in season 2. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on the GOAT Pod. GOAT Pod episode 8. 9 is coming up next week. I think that's the penultimate episode. We'll see. See y'all next week. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the give it GOAT. The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the ever GOAT. The GOAT, I got a little tied up on that, but it's the GOAT.